It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Good morning and welcome to Friday Travel and Cruise Industry News. This is the third day of February 2023, coming to you from nearing Cozumel, Mexico. We're not quite into port yet. It's a pretty ugly day out there right now. It's really cloudy. We've had some rain. They're calling from some showers during the day, so not the most lovely day in the world. We do have several stories to talk about this morning. The lead headline is Icon of the Seas fire at Meyer Turku Shipyard. Now, some of you last night might have seen my story on the fire in Sydney Harbor on the Viking Orion. Apparently, when I did the calculations on the time, these two fires were about at the same time. Of course, one story broke last night, and then one story broke during the night. So, also this morning, Juneau is planning to limit cruise ship visits. Regent Seven Seas, we never get to talk about them. Seven Seas Grandeur floated out. And Greenland Itineraries Based on a helicopter. That and a lot more live here at 8 o'clock this morning. Today is National Carrot Cake Day, folks, so you know what to do about that. That's one thing for sure I will have on this ship. They have carrot cakes. I have had a piece of carrot cake on this cruise already. I'll make sure I find some for today sometime. If you're listening via the podcast, welcome aboard. And as always, you can access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcasts from. All the big hitters, just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and up pops the Fat Travel Guy. Now, I apologize to any of you guys yesterday that accessed it via my blog, because yesterday morning after the show, and I processed the show and posted the blog. It was online, at all the podcast networks. When I tried to load it on my blog site, the blog site was down. They were doing some maintenance. So, I was going ashore. So it didn't get loaded, and it didn't get loaded up until late last evening. So my apologies for that. But anyway, it's up now. So if you missed yesterday's show, you want to back up and catch it up, go right ahead. And anytime you're listening via the podcast, if you ever want to hop over to the video feed to look at any pictures or clips we might be using in that day's show, there's always a link in the description, so you can do just that. So, a couple things to cover here this morning before we get to the news. I did finally get some pictures through from Hot Air Tom, and he's in Mozambique today, I think. Is that what he said, Mozambique? Anyway. Someplace, Mozambique, I think is where he is. Anyway, he went out for to get some monkeys, which, of course, he's constantly trying to take stuff home to Richmond. And here again, not a good idea, Hot Air Tom. You want to leave the monkeys where monkeys are, not in Richmond. Just saying. And then the cabin on the ship is absolutely stunning. And there's Cindy sitting there. Look how big that thing is. Yeah, it's Hot Air Tom stays in some nice digs. I'll give him credit for that. Anyway, good sized bathroom. Nice view out the bathroom window. But anyway, hopefully Hot Air Tom did not try to escape with one of the monkeys. Not a good idea. So, all right. I'll be back with the news here after this.
Do you have a bad back, bad hips, bad knees, or any other mobility issues? Think about Scoot-Around. For scooters, walkers, wheelchairs, even oxygen needs, delivered right to your cabin. Scoot-Around for all your mobility needs on your upcoming cruise.
And you know, what a day we had. This is Icon of the Seas, of course, at Meyer Turku Shipyard in Finland, where a fire broke out. Thankfully, don't panic, folks. It wasn't a serious fire. I mean, it's any time a fire breaks out on a ship, even under construction, it's serious. But the fire broke out on board Icon of the Seas at Meyer Turku Shipyard in Finland. According to the shipyard, the damage caused by the fire is said to be minor and has only affected one of the staircases. Work on the ship resumed just over an hour after the fire alarm was raised, with the exception of the fire area, which is under investigation. The cause of the fire is yet to be determined. Juha Virto, chief of duty at the local rescue department, praised the shipyard's safety measures, noting that the good safety planning reflected the fact that there were no injuries during the evacuation. He added that the security arrangements at the shipyard were well managed. The evacuation caused delays when around 2,500 workers had to leave the ship. However, they returned to work, and authorities are investigating the damage caused by the fire. Actually, it was about an hour that they were away from their working. Icon of the Seas, of course, is under construction. It will be the flagship of the LNG-powered Icon class. The ship's scheduled to enter service in 2024, and they're saying it won't affect the delivery date on the end. So, in the meantime, you probably, some of you saw the video I posted last night on the other fire, which was in Sydney Harbor on the Viking Orion. 3 cabins were damaged by fire. They had to evacuate some 600 passengers off the ship. That one was thought to be an electrical fire. Again, no injuries, thankfully. And the Viking Orion continued on as normal. And they say this will not affect their schedule at all. I'm assuming the people that were in those 3 cabins, if they were occupied, those folks probably had to get moved. But there was no information on that. They could have been unoccupied cabins. But anyway, 3 cabins hurt on the Viking Orion. All right, I'll be back with a couple more news stories after a quick break from one of our network sponsors. All right, we all love going to Alaska. I'm going to have Nate on here. I probably won't get it done until I get home, but we'll have him on one day next week. But it broke that at a town meeting this week in Juneau, the Juneau Assembly approved a variety of policy objections covering tourism in Juneau, including proposed limit on cruise ship visits. According to Alaska Public Media, the limitation on cruise ships is a strong measure to minimize crowding and pollution generated by massive ships and the thousands of tourists they bring to the city's downtown area. Juneau resident Stephen Kroll said that we've got too many people in too small an area. Downtown hasn't gotten any bigger. The sidewalks aren't any bigger. The roads aren't any bigger. We're at the point where capacity really is the issue. This coming season, on the 4th of July, 6 ships are planned to be in Cunard's, Ovation of the Sea, called American Amsterdam, and Norwegian Bliss, Norwegian Encore. Sums up to about 18,500 guests. Juneau only has a population of 22,500. So you're almost doubling the amount of people in that area when that many ships are in. The proposed limit of no more than 5 cruise ships in port at any one day would curb a number of ship visits, depending on the ultimate definitions adopted for which the vessels would qualify as cruise ship. In addition to visits from mainstream cruise lines like Carnival, Norwegian, Princess, Royal Caribbean, Holland American, and Celebrity, Juneau also welcomes a variety of ships from smaller, more regional and expedition lines such as Una Cruise, American Cruise Line, Lindblad Expedition, and luxury lines such as Silver Sea and Regent Seven Seas, also called in Juneau. Now, it's not known yet if the limit of 5 is 5 majors or 5 including the smaller ones. So that's, ahead, the schedules are probably going to have to be, refurbished for cruise lines in Juneau. But also we'll see if Nate has some inside information on that when we talk to him next week. Okay. The next story this morning is a float out ceremony was held for Seven Seas Grandeur at Fincantieri's Arkona Yard in Regent Seven Seas Cruises, owned by Norwegian. Grandeur's delivery and inauguration are currently scheduled for November 2023. Just like the first 2 ships of her class, Seven Seas Grandeur has 13 decks, 375 staterooms, providing accommodations to 829 passengers. And finally, this morning, the global leader in polar expeditions, Quark Expeditions, announced a new Greenway itinerary constructed around the Ultramarines 2 twin-engine helicopters. It was brought to life with local Greenlandic partners, enabling passengers to enjoy the most innovative itinerary in the 32-year history of the line. 11-day Greenland Explorer sail and soar the Alpine Arctic, which is round trip from Reykjavik, Iceland, is scheduled to launch in September 24. Now, folks, I am not going to try to go through the itinerary and tell you the names of those towns, because I can't pronounce any of them because they got Q's in the weird places, and it's like a language that's I could probably send it to you. The most helicopter activities in Greenland, passengers can explore the scenic landscapes and natural beauty of Greenland as they experience the ice sheet experience, hella hiking, hella landing, among other activities. They can also set foot on the Greenland ice sheet, the world's second largest body of ice. It's probably also cold up there too, I would think. So that, my friends, would probably take me out of the equation. But my friends asked me if they have reservations to do the ice bar here on the Norwegian Breakaway. Saturday, I believe it's our last day. Maybe it's Friday. Can't remember. No, that's today. Yeah, it must. I think it's tomorrow. Anyway, they said, "You want to go with us?" I said, "Oh no, I'm not getting in anything and sitting on ice. Ain't gonna happen. I'm freezing as it is just from the air conditioning." Well, you can see I got my sweatshirt on this morning. Now, yeah, it's not not a warm, sunny morning yet. Excuse me. I'm hoping that clears up a little bit today. All right, one thing that I did forget to mention earlier. Monday will be no show. I have to be at the airport at 5 a.m. My boarding time is 7. That's 7 New Orleans time. I will be getting into Richmond. Now, I'll either be on the plane when I do the show at 8, or I'll be getting into Richmond while I'll be doing the show at 11. And between, getting the luggage and all that stuff after I land, getting over to my car, then going to find some place that I could do a show, and I haven't had time to write the show or research it. So we're just going to not have a show on Monday. There's a possibility that I could come back with a show later in the day when I get home and have a chance to unwind a little bit and see if anything's happened, which is a possibility, but the most likely scenario, no show on Monday. I'll see everybody back here on Tuesday. So, yeah, that's correct. I had to think, half those days, right? I get into Sunday into New Orleans. I'm staying Sunday night, and then at the Ground Plaza, and then early to the New Orleans airport. It's going to be a sleepless night, I have a feeling. All right, let's see who's in the chat room this morning, bright and early. Hot Air Tom's with us. Geez, what is with all the fires? P&O had a fire on a new build. Was it? I don't know. Yeah, I believe it was when she was under construction. Hello, everybody from, Madagascar. That's what it is. Madagascar. I think I said Mozambique. Anyway, Madagascar, if I said it wrong. Carol's with us. Hi, Carol. Coffee time. Good morning, Chillie. 4 p.m. here again. Laugh out loud. We lose another hour tonight. Monday we'll have a show. 8 p.m. with Chillie is at 11 o'clock. Yeah, no, not going to be a show Monday, Tom. Sorry, I'll be on the airplane flying over your house. I'll look down and see if everything's okay. I don't even know where Tom lives, but Mike's with us. Good morning, Mike. How's your neck today? Actually, so far the neck is not bothering me today. Like, the back bothered me one day, the neck bothered me 2 days, and I'm pretty much back to normal now. I can move around without it hurting, so that's a good thing. Thanks for asking, Mike. I still can't believe I wrecked the scooter. What a jerk. Yeah. Oh, well, at least it didn't hurt the scooter, thankfully. Kenneth's with us. Says, good morning, everybody. Cindy's here. Hi, Cindy. Cindy's 29 and a wake up now. Madagascar, folks. Yeah, Tom, I said it wrong. I know. It's a senior moment, Tom. You'll have them one of these days. Cindy wanted a lemur. That's what it was. Those were lemurs. Okay. But I told her no. Cindy didn't want a lemur. You're the one that tries to steal the animals, Hot Air. Didn't find King Julian anywhere, nor his aide Maurice or Mort. Yeah, from the Madagascar movies. That's correct. Mask collectors here. Good morning, everybody. Good to have you with us again. If going to Pancho's backyard, be sure to try. Oh, the carne asada. I've had carne asada there and really like it. Yeah, I had carne asada. That was a couple times ago when I was there. But yeah, that's that was Elizabeth on location. Eli, who's now in Australia. She lives in Cozumel, so I've hooked up with her a couple times there, and 3 times I guess we've been to Pancho's. I think it's Pancho's. Carol's with us. Oh yeah, I said that, didn't I? We can hear you, but your picture is frozen. Oh crap. Well, that's probably because I'm in the room. I just ran out of time, folks, for doing the running around and getting to a better signal. I had a good signal last night. It does look a little weak now, but hopefully you guys can hear me. Nikki's with us. Says good morning, everybody. Hi, Nick. Yeah, 29 days, Cindy says. I haven't cruised since November. It seems like a long time. Yeah, that's those periods are tough to take. The one, I went from December 13th until, this week. So, and yeah, they're too long. I hope to do a lot less waiting between cruises from now on. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. I'm going into to Cozumel, no matter what the weather is like, to take care of, hopefully getting a chance to talk to some folks. Can we look forward to any collaborations as a result of this cruise? Yes, we can. There might possibly be several that are in the offing. Again, I've spent a little more time with Don and Tony. I've spent a lot of time with Corey. Corey and I are working on some ideas amongst the two of us, and are definitely going to do. He's going to come on the show one day, real soon. We're going to work out some other. I've met a lot of people. Goodness gracious. Just a ton of people. So there might be a really good chance that there could be some collaborations coming up. So good possibility. Thanks for asking. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. I'm getting ready to, although I haven't heard an announcement yet on them opening up yet. But anyway, I'm sure that will be up shortly. I did see a carnival ship nearby when I went out earlier. I'm not sure which carnival ship it was. I don't know who's in port today. I didn't look. I think there's maybe 6 ships scheduled in the port today. So it could be a busy day in Cozumel. Anyway, I'm going to get in early before things get too busy to see if I can talk to some folks on the smoking ban, but we'll see. All right. That's going to wrap it up for the weekend, guys. Again, no show on Monday. I will be back on Tuesday, or if anything major breaks between now and then. If you're new to this channel, just to remind you, we always appreciate the likes and thumbs up. That helps the channel tremendously. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. The bell notification will let you know when I go live or when I post a new video. And as I get back into the routine again, I'm going to be posting lots of videos because I'm way behind. And I have tons of stuff to keep me going forever, I think, on posting videos. So anyway, that's going to wrap me up for today, guys. You guys, thanks for being with me. Have a terrific weekend. I'll see everybody Tuesday unless something major happens. So for now, this is the old fat travel guy. Stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. And hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Have a fantastic day, y'all, and a great weekend.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.